to the stage on here. Hey, so on YouTube, I finally got my background working again. I'm so happy about that. Hold on, let me get this straight right here. There we go. What's going on? My for being late again. I actually had a long day on the train today. I'm working the train again tomorrow, and I'm working it on Wednesday. So people keep calling off. So guess who keep picking up shifts? Me. That's who. That's why I was trying to tell the owner, like, I'm reliable. And I kid you not. So today, my first shift was a pickup because somebody couldn't make it. They called off. So I went ahead and worked that. This was my off day. Mondays is normally my off day. So, hey, let me know if y'all can hear me good on TikTok. I got this microphone on right here. I think it's on. Yeah, it's on. Let me re-angle it, maybe put it over here like this. How y'all doing today? Everybody doing good? Yeah, so I ended up working a double shift. I worked, hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I worked from 11 to 4, and then I worked until 9 o'clock. Got home about 9:30. Then I had to go straight to the gym, went and got me a swim. I'm trying to tell y'all, I am him. Yeah, I got me 30 laps in the pool the day after I got off work. I'm telling you, I don't never miss a workout. If y'all look at my logo and y'all see her is disciplined, what I'm saying is I try to be just as disciplined a person in my life. Oh yeah, that's how I go. So once again, I'm gonna just run through whoever talking to me. If y'all want to talk about dog training, more than welcome to ask some questions. I got a lot of videos still that I want to upload because while I was at work today, I used that opportunity to get a whole lot of content of my dog. She doing good. Oh yeah, I got that train video up, and I got a few more that's gonna be coming. I got them uploaded today, but I have not had a chance to get them all up. But I did get some content up today. Hey, thank you. May God bless you as well. So like I said, today I was pretty busy. I just got home from the gym. I worked the double shift. Yeah, I don't take anything for granted. I'm always pushing hard. Hey, thank you. This right here is just for TikTok, and then I got this set up for YouTube. But I'm trying to increase and get better with everything. So I don't know why I don't know how to do green screen and stuff on TikTok. I'm really not good at going live on TikTok. I'm just learning this whole thing. But YouTube is something I've been trying to do this on for I guess a few weeks now. But YouTube is normally my platform. But TikTok, y'all starting to grow so fast with all this dog training stuff. I'm starting to love it. I didn't went up over 1,500 subscribers in the past followers on TikTok in the past 4 days. So I appreciate all the love and support that y'all giving me. Thank you very much. YouTube, we growing fast. I just went over 12,000 subscribers not too long ago, and now we at like 12,200 or something like that. Yeah, matter of fact, it say 12.2. So we're doing pretty good. So I appreciate y'all. If anybody got any questions or want to talk about anything, this is the time to hit me up and ask. All right, what you want to ask? Go for it, Paula. Ask me any question you want to. And if TikTok, if y'all got some questions, feel free to ask on there too. But what's the biggest topic? Most of the people who are on TikTok, I know y'all probably following because of dog training. What store is the train at? It's at Liberty Center Mall, Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, actually, it's Liberty Township, but it's outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. Yep. So let's talk about. Hey, so today, something else that I'm trying to get into. This dog training stuff that I'm doing. This is not really me wanting to train people's dogs. I actually want to help people learn how to get the most out of their dog. And what happened to me while I was at the train today, 2 gentlemen approached me today, and they asked me how to start working for the train. And that ended up going from working for the train to, I don't know, the thing that I really want to get into is life coaching, helping people get to a more stable foundation in their life. And so we started talking about some things that a lot of people, basically what I'm saying is it boils down to being disciplined with yourself. So many people are so quick to go out and do something for somebody else. What are you willing to do for yourself? If you will get up and go to work on time for somebody else, will you put forth that same effort and energy for yourself? Are you willing to put forth that same effort and energy? I'm saying I worked a full day today. And then as soon as I got home, and I sat down and talked with those young men for about an hour and a half after work. And then as soon as I got home, I had to hit the gym. I'm saying I do that for me because I got to be the best me every single day, the best me every single day. And if I'm not showing up as the best me for me, then who am I going to be the best for? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with this dog training. If you look, I put that kind of work into my dog every single day. It's not just for TikTok. I'm saying we had to do this long before TikTok. TikTok just seemed like the place to go. Hey, I don't know who this Simba is. Well, I do know who it is now. But I'm saying I keep getting so many comments about Simba. I'm not interested in working with Simba at all. Hey, so anybody who got a dog training question, or if somebody want to come up on a live, shoot me something. I'll send you a link and you can come up on live. Or if you want to do a live on or join on TikTok, I'm willing to. I just don't do no battling. But what else is there to talk about? I plan on doing this every day. Since I was so busy at the mall today, I did not have time to really put together anything. Hey, it's starting to pick up big time. Yeah, I know Santa Claus is at the mall, so that means the mall is finally starting to get busy. Hey, what up, Dre? Hey, tell Mac. Mac normally be on YouTube with me. Come on in. Here go another one of my military partners right here. See, this is what I'm saying. Yesterday I had somebody from Japan. This time, question, how is the doggy doing? She's doing great. She's getting better and better. What's going on? That's one of my partners from Japan when we were stationed in Japan together. Oh, yeah. So, and deployment, huh? Yeah. So the dog is doing great. I've been posting, like I said, a lot of videos of her on TikTok, and she's been running up them numbers because she's doing so great. Like I said, I picked up 1,500 subscribers in the past 4 days. Actually, I'm running right now. I'm getting about it's, you know how it stops at 99 plus subscribers every day. That's all I shoot for, is trying to get that 99 plus followers every day on TikTok. And I kid you not, I'm growing like that on TikTok right now. 100 followers a day, which is pretty good. And on YouTube is right now, it's saying I got two I'm getting I want to say 250 every 28 days right now on YouTube. So we growing, y'all. That's what the whole point is. Hey, and I did find out, you see, now I got my background up. For people who on YouTube, you can see the background, but on TikTok, I ain't figured it out yet. But what I'm saying is I figured it out. I just had to reset my computer or restart it. And after I restarted, everything came back to normal on the stream. My background is good. There was something else that I was trying to get to work too. It don't matter. Everything is back to being normal on YouTube now, so we good. Hey, I appreciate y'all on TikTok for running up them hearts. Thank you very much. 1.2. What do? I say thank you to all of you. All of them. Maybe it's just a few. Oh, I got 6 people in there. Thank you very much. I ain't used to having this kind of crowd. So I plan on doing this every day. Let me hear it. What you want to tell me? You said, by the way, let me go ahead and put that up. You said, guess what? You going to ride the train in your local area. Thank you. I appreciate y'all running up them hearts. Yeah, so I'm trying to find out if anybody want any tips. I'm here for it. I don't care what it is. Y'all want to talk about life? Hey, Dre, get Mac. Y'all can come in on my live on YouTube. We can work it out. Hey, I'm saying I don't care what it is. We can talk about anything. Somebody want to know about the military? Somebody want to know about dog training, roller skating? I do it all. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's why I put all those train videos. So let me explain something to y'all. So I got this. I be needing something to do. Clearly, that's why I'm on here on live. Sometimes I have a little bit of free time on my hands, and I like being productive in my free time. Okay, hey, I'm gonna get to that one. I want to talk about that one, but let me talk about this one real quick. So, with my free time, I always look for something productive to do with my free time. I don't like wasting time. And I guess what I'm saying is if you're not doing something that you find value in and brings value for the time, kind of like time is money. Some people like to sit around and do things that just waste their time. And I'm saying if you can be productive with your time, it's always a benefit. So I went and I got this little part-time job driving a kids train at the mall. Thing is amazing. It's fun. Everybody who gets on it. Plus, you know, look, we ain't gonna talk about how much it pays. It's the easiest job I've ever done in my life. And I like what they pay too. It's just easy. I love it. So anyway, I started shooting video of the train and I never expected the videos to do anything. But now this train has taken over my top 10 on YouTube and it is running up freaking numbers on YouTube. It is funding my channel so I can do more things. And I am very happy. Basically, let's just put it like this. I'm starting to make more money off of the videos on YouTube than I'm making from driving the train. So I'm actually enjoying it. And that's why, what's up, Mac? You back? I got you on TikTok instead of YouTube. I'm live on both right now. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead while you're on your phone on TikTok, just click on YouTube and get that channel running too. Yeah. So the train has kind of like benefited me in more ways than one. I get paid for doing it. It occupies some time because I was just looking for a volunteer opportunity. I went to my church. I was like, hey, let me get a volunteer opportunity. They didn't have enough. So I found this train and I'm like, they're not paying as much as I feel like I'm worth per hour. But if I'm looking for a volunteer opportunity, that's kind of like it. You can help people out. One thing I love about it is people get on the train happy and they get off the train happy. You can't beat it. Like if you ever need to raise your spirits, I'm saying just walk out and try and make somebody else happy. Once you see a smile on somebody else's face and you realize that you're responsible for it, it makes you happier. Send you a link. Which one you want to be on? If you want to come on TikTok, we could just host one. How do I do it though? Let me see. Got you. Invite. Boom. All right, I got you on there. Oh, we got what up, Lamar? I ain't know you was on here too. What's going on? Hold on, let me turn up my volume because I can't hear you. What up? What up, man? How you doing? Man, it's been a long time. Everything good? It has been. Looks like you're doing good. Hey, I do know you and some cigars. I do. Hey, don't make me pull up these model pictures that I got from Japan. I'm gonna look for them. How you been doing? What question you got? You good? You good? Well, so with my dog, I make her walk between my legs, but I do that more as kind of like a crate out in public. Basically, when somebody approaches me from the right or from the left, like if I'm walking towards people, I try to make her go on the side opposite of whatever people are on. So if somebody's walking at me on my left-hand side, I tell her to go to my right-hand side. If it's something that's narrow or people approaching from both directions, or I just don't want people messing with her, then I make her walk between my legs. And that is, it's not hard. And that's what I'm saying. It takes time, but it's not hard. And all you really do is you just guide them with the food and you tell them where to go. And over time, they will get the understanding of what the command is and where they go with it, if that makes sense.
and so I can learn what those commands are.
Well,
It's training. I got to press up. You know what I'm saying? He's 8 months, so good boy.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm trying to get him trained up a little bit more, man. So I need to watch some of your videos so I can get the right commands.
Hey, well, hold on. This is what's important. You don't need a right command. The commands are whatever words you want to use. See, people think that dogs learn words. They don't. Dogs just learn sounds. And it don't matter. All you have to do is find words that you feel like you can be consistent with. You know what I'm saying? Pick a word. Like, I kid you not, I couldn't figure out a word. People be like, your dog know on the right, because I say on the right, but I didn't know a word. Like heel is a dog training word. You tell a dog to walk at the heel, it's on your left-hand side. So when I wanted her to walk on my right-hand side, I couldn't think of a word. So I was like, on your right. And she knows to go over to my right-hand side. It's just because that's what I can remember. It doesn't matter what words you choose. You can literally just use sound effects. If you have something that you don't want anybody else, people say all the time, well, now that you let everybody know what your commands are, aren't you worried about somebody telling your dog what to do? My voice, listen to my voice. My voice sounds different than other people's voice. So it's a sound to her. If you said sit and I say sit, it's not going to sound the same to her. So that's why I say it don't matter what words you use. You can use any words you want. For walking between my legs, I literally just say between. And when I say between, and I can shorten and say tween, she knows what I'm talking about and she'll just go right between my legs. When I say heel, sometimes I say heel and sometimes I say just shorten it. She knows what I'm talking about off of the sound effect. But basically, I tell people, treat your dog more like a wolf in a pack. Wolves don't use words, they use sound effects, but they still can hunt immaculately. You get where I'm coming from? They can tell each other what to do off of sound effects. They bark, they howl, they do whatever it takes. But that's all it is with a dog. It's not words. It's just sound effects to them. Sounds, not sound effects, but just sounds. So any words you want to use, you can. My words are made up just for me. I just did what I felt worked for me. And it's all about what you can remember. Because if you can't remember it consistently, you can't expect your dog to remember it consistently.
Gotcha.
That's it. And
okay, well, like I said, I'm gonna work my dog a little bit more, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to get down. I'm gonna watch some of your videos as well, so at least get some type of memory going, whatever, with myself and the dog. So
all right, so this is how you do it, though. What I'm saying is, I tell a lot of people, stop putting your dog's food down in a bowl first thing in the morning. No wolf or dog in the wild wakes up to a bowl of food at 8 o'clock every single morning. Right. So what I'm saying is, what you got to do, you make your dog work, and that simulates going on a hunt. And then after a hunt, then your dog eats, but a dog don't eat before a hunt. That's what the work is. And that's why I say, make your dog do something. If you don't want to hand feed your dog, I'm saying, I believe hand feeding is the best way to train a dog for a couple reasons. Here it is. Number one, if you hand feed your dog, you stop food aggression. Like if you want to be able to reach in your dog's bowl or take a piece of meat away from your dog, you have to first stop your dog from being food aggressive. If you hand feed your dog, that means you give the food out your hand. When you first start, you do one at a time just to get them warmed up. But then, like your dog being a big dog. So my dog is 50 pounds. So she only gets 2 cups of food a day. That's it.
Right. 2 a day.
Oh, all right. Well, if they get 2 cups of food a day, it don't matter when you give it to them. I'm just saying you need to give it to them out your hand. And you can do handfuls if you want to. Some of my videos, I give her 1 at a time. Some of my videos, I give her a small handful at a time. But the thing is you want to get as much movement out of that dog with that food before you give it all to him. What I'm saying is, if you take it and sit it on a pile on the floor, they're going to just eat through it all. But if you break it up to where it's like, okay, you did 5 moves, here go 5 pieces. Basically, it's about getting your dog's attention. Hand feeding will make your dog focus on you and pay attention to you. Then you get rid of the food aggression. You also teach your dog not to bite the hand that feeds it. You get where I'm coming from? Like, all good things come from me. So this is what I try and tell people. Dogs are in the wild. They're wild animals, but they still know how to work together. And all a dog wants to be is part of a pack. Well, in a pack, there's always an alpha. That don't mean abusive. It means the provider. You get where I'm coming from? The alpha has to provide food, happiness, comfort, all those things. It's not just discipline. What I'm saying is the only time the alpha provides discipline in a pack is when it's challenged for authority. So as long as the alpha is providing all the things that the pack need, nobody challenges it. It's just like a government. People too. Think about it. If our government wasn't treating us right, we would rise up. Same thing in a pack. That's what I'm saying. In a pack, it's the exact same way. If you're not providing your dog with everything it needs, this is why dogs run away. You get where I'm coming from? It's like, I'm gonna try and find a better life somewhere else. Or that's why they'll attack. If they feel like they can get to the food without you, they don't need you. So that's why hand feeding is important. It says, and especially if the alpha wolf did not provide food for the whole pack for, let's say, a week and a half, you're going to start having other animals want to challenge for that alpha role. Like, I could do better than this. That's the same thing. When you use that hand and you feeding that dog, it's like, if you roll with me, I'm the alpha that always provides. You get where I'm coming from? And that's what that hand feeding is. If you put your food in a bowl and you put it on the floor, that dog ain't knowing who put that food there. You get where I'm coming from? If it come from you, then they know. Then what I'm saying is, if you go over and you try and take that dog's food and it's on the floor, that dog might want to challenge you because it's like, I don't know when I'm going to see another bowl of food. Get your own. You get where I'm coming from? If it's coming from your hand, you ain't got to worry about that. No, I'm just saying that's the best thing that you can do. Listen to this though. So another benefit of hand feeding, if you hand feed, you can work on your dog's name. You can work on a dog's recall. So what you do in your house before you go outside with your dog, I got some better tips for you. We can work on this another time if you ain't got time. But what I will say is, take your dog, get its attention. It needs to be hungry to do this, but get its attention. Then take a piece of food, throw it across the room, tell him to go get that piece of food. And then after he goes and gets that piece of food, call his name and tell him to come to you. And if he comes to you, which he should if he's hungry, then you give him another piece of food. And that's how you work on a strong recall as well. Start that in the house. And then when you get ready to go outside, do that same thing, but with a leash, a long leash. You get where I'm coming from? That's a strong recall. Those are the things that are more important. Strong recall is the most important, because if your dog's about to run out in the street, you want to be able to call its name and have it come back. I got a video like that when I was in St. Louis. My dog went chasing a Frisbee out in the street. I thought she was going to get hit by a car. I told her to come back. She let the Frisbee go and just came back. Strong recall is important. Those are number one. And food training will help with that as well. So you want to ask me anything else? You're more than welcome.
Because I definitely want to get some more training. We definitely gonna
and we can do video. I can help you train over video. This is what I'm trying to get started doing, so you can get some feedback to me as well. All right. I will. I'm gonna look. I guarantee you I got them. I got them somewhere. I don't delete no photos. Hey, I got you, man. I know I got at least one because I see it all the time. I don't know where it's at, but I bet you with the. I got you. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All the way from Japan. Hey, and there go Mac. Mac, if you want to jump in, go ahead. You got a dog too. Hey, all right, man. You take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I hope I ain't talking too loud on this mic for the people on Facebook or on YouTube. My bad. If anybody else got any, we need to link up. We all need to get together and do something. If anybody else got any questions, go ahead. I'm here for it. This is what I'm here for. We ain't got to just talk about dogs. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Matter of fact, all three of us can link up and do get on one of these live streams too. We could talk about all kinds of stuff. Hey, I'm up for it. So today I shot several videos today that I put up. on TikTok already. I don't tend to put up many dog training videos on YouTube because nobody cares about my dog training on YouTube. It goes nowhere. Every video just falls flat. Now, if I was talking about train content, totally different. I don't think TikTok would accept that at all. Hey, it's cool. Hey, well, that's how you get them, though. That's how you get them. You could get on if you jumped in with me right now. People will jump in and say what's up to you. Matter of fact, anybody who rocking with me, go say what's up to McGee. Hey, he one of my peoples. What did the military teach me about life and people? Oh my goodness, that's a good question. So, what the military taught me about life and people? The military taught me a lot about life. It taught me about perspective. So many people tend to think that somewhere is better, there's a better place than where you are. And what I've realized is no matter where you are, there's always somebody who lives there who is not happy with there. So if you live near a beach, people who don't live near a beach, they always think the beach is the coolest thing in the world. But people who grow up living there in beaches, they don't care about it at all. So it's all about perspective. I've been to several different countries. Matter of fact, the three gentlemen who I'm talking to on here, McGee and man, my bad, Dre, we were all together in Japan. And Japan probably had some of the best beaches that I ever seen in the world. The crystal clear water, it was coral beaches. And then you have, after that, I went to Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And when I was on the phone with the people and they was telling me about what it was going to be like at my next base, they was telling me how great Fort Walton beaches were. You got white sands and emerald green water. And it's like, after you've seen Japan's beaches where there's nothing that stirs up in the water, no sharks. I didn't see a shark while I was there. Basically, my point is the places around you are what you make of them. It don't matter where you at. If you can't find happiness where you at, it don't matter where you go. You're going to have the same problems, yo. No joke. And what did I learn about people? What I learned about people is, I think a lot of times we often misunderstood, meaning the military ain't teach me that. I learned that just through life. Okay, what the military taught me about people was, military was like family. Everybody was like family. Those two gentlemen I just was talking to on here, they feel more like friends than people who I grew up with because we all kind of went through the same things together. Also, while I was in the military, I was under the misunderstanding that everybody in the world was like people in the military. And then when I got out the military, I realized military people are different. Military people only make up like 1% of the population. So let's just talk about football players right quick. So if football players walk around thinking that everybody on earth is football players like them, then I'm saying, think about it. NFL are the best of the best. And then you got college, then you got high school. You get where I'm coming from? People in the military, they tend to have a drive about them. And I guess what I mean is you competing against people who want to be competitive all the time. And then when you get out, like when I got out the military, I went straight into barbering, to the barber school. And people used to tell me like, man, you need to slow down. You doing too much. And it's like, I'm working at half of the speed. I'm just trying to keep myself busy because the military kept me busy all the time. Look at what I'm doing now. I'm saying I just got off of work. I went to the gym and now I'm here doing this. None of it feel like work to me though. But I'm saying I just like keeping myself busy, keeping myself occupied. And in the military, there's a lot of people like that. So what it taught me about people, I don't know. That's a good question. It taught me a lot about life. It taught me that we all different. When I joined the military, I did not have an understanding of how different people are. There are people who come from different backgrounds. And when you live in your own little world and you never leave it, you don't realize how different people were. Basically, I'll give you a perfect example. When I was in the military, all the way up until the end of my career, I was still meeting people who said they had never met a Black person before in their life, like ever. They had never come into contact with one. So until they joined the military. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like, dang, how is that possible? But there are still people who live in areas where they don't have to come in contact with people outside of their culture. So, and then we all think that somebody is weird or something like that. And it's not the case. We don't have the same life experiences. I believe social media has greatly cleared that up. Now, like when I was younger, it took a trend months to get from the West Coast to the East Coast. It took months, maybe a year. Now trends get across the country in a day. I'm saying that's what going viral simply is a trend that starts somewhere and that boy take off. And now it's in your city, in your phone, wherever. So what the military taught me about people is how different we are. That is one thing that it really taught me, how different we are. But how much we also have in common. We all pretty much want the same things out of life for the most part. I'm talking about on the grand scale. I ain't talking about the minute things. I'm saying on the grand scale. So that's what I feel like the military taught me. Everywhere you go is what you make out of it. Some of my best bases were bases or places that other people hated. Holloman, New Mexico was where I retired out of, and I really enjoyed it there. I really enjoyed it. Germany, it was one of my hardest bases to get accustomed to, but other people seem to love Germany. It was hard for me over there. Oh, it was very hard. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, another good takeaway from it is if I had to do it all over again in the time that I did it, because now things have changed a lot. But if I had to do it all over again, I would do my military career over again. I loved it. I don't want to go back into it, but I loved it. And it wasn't because of the military, even though the military taught me a lot of stuff. I was a civil engineer, so they taught me how, they taught me everything. I did everything from electrical to plumbing to entomology to carpentry. Every deployment, they had me doing something different. So I loved how diverse they got me. And that's why, like my YouTube, I feel like I try to share all my life experiences on my YouTube channel. That's why I do it. So I'm trying not to forget any of the stuff that I learned while I was in the military. I loved it. I did. It was hard, but it was worth it. It was worth it. And you do pay a bit of a cost. I'm saying it was a whole lot of stuff that I feel like I gave up to make that work. Same name. Shaw Speaks, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Shaw Speaks, Shaw, SHAW, Skill Hands at Work. That's me. Oh yeah. And you'll see my logo. I'm wearing the exact same thing in this logo. When you get to YouTube, you'll see it exactly the same there as well. So I'm saying everything that I've been through or learned from the military, I try to share it. I try to pass it on to other people. I try and share my life lessons with people. I feel like, check this out. A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. I'm saying somebody in this world has already gone out and taste tested every mushroom to tell you which ones were dangerous and which ones wasn't. Don't be foolish and go out here and just start eating them and say, I'm gonna try it again. No, there's some poisonous mushrooms out there and you might only get one chance at it. You get where I'm coming from. Somebody else did the work. Don't go doing the work. Don't duplicate it. That's what a wise person does. Hey, but it's good to learn from your own mistakes, but don't keep making them. Don't keep making them. And that's what I was talking to some gentlemen today. They came up and they was asking, how much does you get paid to drive this train? Because they saw how much fun I was having and how great it is. And I told them, And they were like, yeah, it makes me want to quit Amazon and come and do this job. And I said, don't do that one because you ain't going to get that many hours on this train. You might make more money, but you ain't going to get many hours. But what I try to tell people is you got to get to it for yourself. I try to tell everybody it's good to have a W-2 job. It's good to have a W-2 job, but you should also have a 1099 income as well. Everybody should. Everybody start a small business. Look up ways to start a small business. It's not hard. I'm saying now with this chat GBT, you can look up 10 easy small businesses I could start today, and chat GBT will send them your way. That's what I say. Do that. Start a 1099 business. It will help you out at least on your taxes. At least on your taxes. A business can take 5 years worth of losses before it's a hobby. I have more businesses than I know what to do with right now. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Said, in case no one has told you today, I'm glad you fought through the battles you don't speak on. Hey, I definitely appreciate it because I don't want to be wanting to speak on stuff like that too often. I'll talk about the positive things, but I ain't trying to get emotional on here. And y'all get me in here talking about my hardships in the military. We gonna no, I'm just playing. Well, no, I ain't. I'm saying we ain't going there. We not going there. But I will. I try to be a positive light to everybody around me. So I don't want to bring people down. I try to be positive with everything I do. And that's it. That's all. I ain't here to tear nobody down. I'm saying I'm here to give ideas and help uplift people. And if somebody has a question or wants to talk about something, I'm here for it. That's what I like. I normally only do an hour. Well, actually, I've only been doing a half an hour. My goal, so I had a goal of an hour live stream every day on YouTube. I started having problems with that because I could not come up with a topic. And on YouTube, I can't get anybody to engage with me. TikTok is making it a little bit easier because people seem to engage on TikTok, where YouTube, I got one person watching me right now. And I think that one person technically is me. So that's just how it is. But with TikTok, I appreciate y'all. Y'all all rocking with me right now. But if you're rocking with me, I don't see no hearts going up. Can I at least get a tap on the screen? You know what I mean? I'm sitting here living the dream. You can call me the king. Oh, yeah. I'll rap, but I damn ain't gonna sing. Okay, so nobody's listening. Oh, there they go. Appreciate you, yo. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, so I guess what I'm saying is I'm here for it. People who got dogs, start asking me questions. People who got who I don't care what we talk about. Who's your okay? So if I had to pick a favorite music artist right now off the top of my head, it'd be Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton. I could sit there and listen to that all day long. I don't have much else. Now, if I'm out cutting the grass right now, so let me just be clear. Let's talk about something right quick. This is going to be a good one. So I used to really like Kendrick Lamar. I did. But then he came out and he went to war with Drake and hey, so he came out and he went to war with Drake and J. Cole. And I was a little upset about that. But I wasn't upset that they did a battle. I was upset with the song that went viral that was so popular. It's like, why are we making things like that popular? Like, I don't want pedophile music to be the popular thing in this world. Like, that should never be cool. Look, music has come so far and changed so much in my lifespan. It used to be, when I was young, guys used to be drug dealers in their songs. Now, guys are drug users in their song. And it's like, whoa, things changing a lot. Not trying to get into that. But I guess what I'm saying is, I ended up, like, I had much more respect for J. Cole, because J. Cole, he did his little diss and then he was like, you know what? This ain't even me. I'm gonna back out of this. I'm gonna apologize. And everybody thought that he was a lame for doing it, but he got mad respect and mad props from me because it take a lot to do something like that, like to back out. He could have kept battling. So I'm gonna be honest, when I'm out cutting the grass, I listen to J. Cole. That's who I listen to when I'm cutting the grass right now. But my favorite person, I would say music-wise, that I feel like I can relate to almost any time is Anthony Hamilton. I don't feel like he can put out much that I can't rock with. Yeah. This is crazy what's going on now. And what's happening is so many people are starting to like being a rapper has to be the most dangerous job in the world right now. Like literally, half of these rappers, they ended up dead from either violence, which I guess that's what rap life is. But the guys that I used to listen to, they used to just talk about violence. They didn't live that life for real. It was storytelling. I mean, goodness. And now these guys out here not really making no money, not being able to get out their neighborhood, and they still putting it out there. It's hard. Hey, it's hard. I could not. Ooh, I can't. And I ain't here to talk about it. I'm just saying, being a rapper got to be a hard life these days. And even like I said, how many artists seem like are overdosing and stuff like that. That's got to be hard too. That's got to be very hard. I ain't here to talk about all that, but somebody asked me who my favorite music person was, and I'm saying Anthony Hamilton. Yeah. Yep. They do. You are right. They speak their deaths into existence, and they are. I think that so many people look at like Tupac and how Tupac died and he's lived on forever, and they feel like that's going to be them too. And I feel like that don't happen just because you actually have to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to me, I don't. How you doing? Hey, thanks for joining. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on my bad if I saw that a little late. What time is it? Oh yeah, I'm way late. I did not see that for a long time. I apologize. I don't know how I missed that, but I appreciate you joining as well. Hey, so anybody got any questions? What we cooking up? What we cooking up? Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I just gotta follow. Hey, that's what I'm saying. TikTok, y'all showing mad love to me. I kid you not. I didn't went up at least 1,500 followers on TikTok in the last 4 days. YouTube, the fastest I've gone up on YouTube is 500 subscribers in, it was like 500 and some subscribers in 28 days. That's the fastest I've gone up. So we trying to push this TikTok up to 10,000 so we can start, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, yeah. I ain't got to talk about it. We here for it. Hey, I appreciate everybody who be rocking with me though. It don't matter what platform it is. I'm gonna keep doing this like this because I like the engagement. If I could get one more platform going, I would, but we're gonna have to get another phone for that right now. That's what I think I'm gonna end up doing. So I have been doing a lot of my content on an iPad, like editing my videos and stuff like that, because I really got tired of laptops and computers. I don't like being forced to be in one place. So I went to an iPad, but then the iPad got outdated and old, and I dropped it working on a video out and about. And now I think I'm just going to go to a second phone instead of another iPad. The phones are cheaper than the iPads. They do the exact same thing, except you just don't have a big enough screen. Any side hobbies? Gaming? Actually, this is a good question. So I was having a problem with coming up with content to talk about on my live stream on YouTube. TikTok helped me fix that. I don't know how the people on YouTube feel about it, but I was thinking about going into getting a drive simulator. I was going to do some trucking and some busing and just drive and have conversations so I could talk about the scenery. But if you ask me if I have any side hobbies, I have a bunch of hobbies. I probably have more hobbies than the average person. Check this out. Let's see if I can show you some of them. So this is Trello. Everybody should have Trello. Everybody should have Trello. So I got social media as a hobby. Barbering is kind of a hobby, but business. roller skating is a hobby. I do yard work as a hobby. I got a basil garden in my office. It's a hobby. I got about 50 basil plants in my office right now. Maybe more than that. I try and make me a basil salad every night, which we're about to get to that as soon as I get off of here, because I still have not eaten for the day, y'all. I ate breakfast, but I'm saying I worked all day, got home, went to the gym, and then I said, here I am. I'm coming on here to talk to y'all. So as soon as I get off of this, I'm going to I love that. I love it. I think it's funny. I've been watching some videos. I think I'm gonna get on it. But as soon as I get off of here, I got my food sitting in the refrigerator. I'm gonna go on up there and warm it up. But so I only ate breakfast yesterday. That's it. And I really didn't get to my breakfast until lunchtime because the train was so jumping today. It was, with so many people being in the mall because of Santa Claus. What? We back. Thank you, brother. I don't know what that means. Hey, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm a hobby person. I got several hobbies. Like I said, this is a hobby to me because it's a hobby. Most of my hobbies, I either they make me money or they save me money. That's it. My yard work, it saves me money. By doing yard work, it makes it so I don't run out and spend a whole lot of money doing other things. So yard work don't cost a whole lot. That's why I love doing it. Even this live stream, this is saving me money because I'm here engaging like this instead of ripping and running the streets trying to engage somewhere else. Yeah. I don't mess around with hobbies that cost me money. Like, no. Roller skating. I started a skate school, and so it kind of paid for itself. I like to turn my hobbies into businesses and try and make them make money before 5 years is up, or else it just goes back to being a hobby again. That's what I mean. I try and turn everything. Barbering used to be a hobby. And then when I retired from the military, it became a business for me. Same thing for lawn care. I had a lawn care business when I was in the military for 5 years in Florida, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I ran a lawn care business part-time on the side. And now I just do my yard work for myself. I'd be thinking about going back into business, but I don't want to. I use YouTube to make it seem like I'm doing business now instead of actually going out and cutting other people's grass. I don't have many hobbies that cost me money. Even this basil collection that I got over here, which, like I said, I got probably about 50. I know I got more than 50. That's 2 in this cup right here. I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I got 55 of these cups sitting in my office, and those ain't even know, like, these were cut off of like this one. So I grew this one from seed, and then this one right here are cuttings off of this, and then I just plant them in a cup and they grow. So I got like 55 of these cups of basil in my office. They're all different sizes. I could pull some big ones, but this was the first one I could grab easily. Here. That one's bigger. You see what I'm saying? And that one just has 1 in it. That one has 2 in it. I'll eventually separate these out. That's what the trays look like right there. I don't know how many of these I got in my office, but I have a ton of them. So that saves me money because, like I said, I make a salad out of those every single night. I make a basil salad every night. I got chives over there growing. I got 6 strawberry plants growing. I got a tomato plant growing. I got a lot. But all my hobbies, if they don't make me money, I don't mess around with them for very long. And that's why I say, like, if you just dive into different hobbies and start out slow. Hey, the train is treating me good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Actually, when I say treating me good, I'm picking up shifts for other people who ain't been showing up. But even that's what I mean. I turn hobbies into incomes. I don't care what it is. I'm saying when I go on YouTube, if you look at my YouTube channel, every one of my hobbies is on YouTube. And the reason why I did that is because I use YouTube as a way to try and make extra money. The world will tell you, this is one thing I tell people, you can tell the world what you want to be. And then I'm saying life would be easier if you let the world tell you what you're going to be. Hear me out. Let's talk about it from a different perspective. So I'm saying anything that the world don't want you to have that you feel like it's a must that you have, you're going to spend a lot of money trying to maintain it. Let's talk about LeBron James. LeBron James is a billionaire and he's trying to keep his hair and he can't do nothing about it. You get where I'm coming from? So if you tell the world, yeah, let God lead you. So how I believe is I just take all the skills, and it really ain't skills. I'm saying you dabble in something and then you find out if you like it, if you're good at it. And then you keep trying things. Like, so on YouTube, every year I focus my energy 1 year at a time. I always try and do everything by the year. I focus my energy. So I did roller skating, and I'm saying you can look on TikTok and see the one roller skating video at the top. But if you go all the way down to my videos, for about a year, it was nothing but roller skating videos. That was before I had my dog. Matter of fact, my dog is actually in some of those videos when she was a real little puppy. That was me teaching her how to sit. So I did roller skating videos for a full year. And what I noticed was, yeah, I was getting traction. A lot of my followers, subscribers on YouTube ended up coming from roller skating videos, big time. But wasn't no money being made because they were shorts. And at that time, you didn't get paid for shorts, which I still don't make no money off of shorts on YouTube. But it was killing me. It was hurting my body to try and do so much skating to put up as much content as I was putting up, and it wasn't getting the traction nowhere. Like, dog training is doing so much better on TikTok than anything else I've ever put up. Now, on YouTube, dog training sucks. It's not doing good. But basically, I guess what I'm saying is dog training is a hobby that I am trying to get started. It's not really a hobby to me now. I've trained for a few people, but I'm not training as much. Hey, I appreciate the hearts. I trained for a few people, but I'm not training as much as I would like to. But I don't want to train people's dogs. I want to teach people how to get the most out of their dogs. But dog training, it's not a hobby to me because my dog is actually a service dog. Hey, Unbothered, good to see you on again. I appreciate you joining. Hey, I appreciate it. No, I don't have a typical time I've been going on. I'm actually trying to find the time. I was going on live on YouTube every night at 10 o'clock, but it got hard for me to get on sometimes at 10 o'clock, just like today. I told somebody I was going to be on at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and here I am just now getting on. Well, not just now, because now I've been on 54 minutes. Nah, you didn't miss it. You caught me right time today. Hey, that's what I'm saying. If you want to go through some dog training stuff, we can do it live on here. We can do it live on TikTok or Facebook. We can do it's a million different ways that we can do it. I am ready to get started. So if somebody has a dog that they're having problems with, let's sit down and figure out how we can get through and work on it together. I will gladly help. I am trying to work out my kinks. So right now, this is the best time to get my services because I'm not who I'm trying to be yet. But when I get to who I'm trying to be, what I'm saying is it's going to be hard to find me. You get where I'm coming from. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Mac, you already know. You got the phone number. If you want some help, you know what I'm saying? You done came to the barbershop and the house. So we good. Hey, but that's what I'm saying. While I'm here like this and not so busy, I'm saying, let me show y'all something right quick. I told y'all about this Trillo. That's my dog in Trillo right there. Can y'all see that? That's my dog. I want y'all just to look at something. Those are all the places that's all the commands she knows right there. Those are her commands. I'm not going to try and make y'all read them. Those are her commands. These are the places she's been trained. Those are pictures. These are all the receipts for everything I've ever bought for her right there. All these, everything that's ever been purchased for her in her lifetime. They're all right there. You see how long that go? That's what I'm saying. Trillo is amazing. Now, I just want y'all to pay attention to this. Look at this. These are my notes on my dog. My notes on my dog. Don't make me show you other notes. These are just the notes. When she give me a heart attack or give me problems or I'm trying to figure something out, this is what I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't make me go through my notes because I'm telling you, Trillo, how you going through all kinds of notes. Just look at my Trillo. You get where I'm coming from? My mental notes are in here. I'm saying those were just the notes on my dog and we never hit the bottom. We never hit the bottom. Hey, what's going on? Oh, we got the community in. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to pull people in for dog training, roller skating, yard work. It don't matter. What I'm saying is I got a million different hobbies and I can't just focus on just one. I need them all. I need them all because this is how I view things. And this is why I tell people you need multiple sources of income, multiple streams of income. Because when one income starts to, just like stream water, like you only got one stream of water going into your pond. Well, what happens if somebody cuts the daggone water flow off upstream? You ain't got no control over upstream. You only have control of the streams that's coming into your pond. So what I'm saying is when barbering is going slow, I need somewhere else to go. Going with that's the show. Dog training picks up, or I go and work for the train, or I try and push harder on social media, or I go shovel some snow, cut some grass. I don't care. I'm the person who's gonna do what it takes to get to what I need. And I'm saying that's why one stream of income will never work for me. And that's what I was showing y'all in Trillo too. I don't know. That's what I use Trillo for. These are all businesses. That's my social media business. That's my barber business. That was my skate school business. I shut that down. We'll talk about that one in a minute. And then this is my property management business. So I guess what I'm saying is that's how I feel. And we ain't talking about other sources of income. I'm just saying those are the simple things that I feel like, I don't know, people can do to make their lives a little easier. Squad up with the dogs. Hey, be honest. I feel like one day I'm gonna be the person walking around with 10 dogs and they all gonna be just moving with me like that. Like I have a hard time showing what my dog can do because it's always just me and her. If I had a cameraman, y'all would be able to see more of what my dog does. And what I'm saying is the reason why I'm trying to teach like that figure eight and stuff, I'm trying to figure out how I can skate and have, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Jess, thank you. But I'm trying to figure out how I can skate and have her move with me while I'm skating, but we ain't there. We got a long ways to go. Hey, she's stout. She is really getting better. And I'm gonna be honest, it's taking a long time. Hey, I don't get why TikTok keep doing this to me. Unable to verify. What are you unable to? Oh, I get it now. We got it. Hey, we did it this time, y'all. TikTok was ready to kick me off, but they let me stay on. So, you sent me a request. A request on what? Oh, accept. There it is. Y'all welcome McGee. Welcome Mac to the stage. What up with you?
Yeah, what I was saying earlier, you won't let me come on with video because no followers.
We can work on that.
Yeah.
Hey,
but you talk about videographer to follow you while you doing shit. Hey,
I'm trying, but you know, I ain't got the money like that to pay for your. Hey, you're doing too much right now. You're doing too much. I need like a college student that's nah, hey, but that's what I'm trying to do.
No, I ain't talked to you in probably, I don't know, probably a week or two. Shot a music video on Friday, and then I shot a comedy special on Saturday.
See, that's what I'm saying. Hey, I hear you, Twisted Beauty. You do photography. Yeah, hey, that's what I'm saying though. I can't. I need somebody who's gonna be like in my budget. I can't even compete with, because see, this is the thing. This is exactly what I mean. Amazon paying people so much that I can't compete with what their prices are. Nobody wants to come and work for what within my budget. Not right now. But this is what the push is for. Oh, if I can run this money up on these social media sites like everybody else doing, I can get to it. This is the start. This is what I'm trying to get to.
We'll talk offline and figure it out.
Hey, but you know, you can always come on the live on Facebook, on YouTube though. I mean, we did that several times too.
You know, to do your content.
Oh yeah, we definitely can.
We talk offline and figure out the game plan, because you know, every so often I do come home anyway to Kentucky, and that's only what,
a couple hours
away from me.
Okay. So, yep. Definitely.
Because you have from Louisville?
I think 2 hours, I do believe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm 2 hours from Louisville. So
yep.
4 hours to get to you.
Yep. Definitely. Hey, that's she said networking.
We'll try to figure out a game plan or something. Even if, you know, I got to come up there and stay for a week, and that's all we doing for the whole time I'm there. Just
content.
Not putting it out.
Hey, you know, yeah. Hey, that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to save up content, because I do feel like this train content is going to be coming to an end soon. So what I'm doing is I am trying to capture as much of it as I can, and then still make it look like I'm working there a whole nother year. Hey, don't tell nobody on YouTube. Oh, my bad, YouTubers.
You said it.
Hey, my bad. I'm sitting here playing around, but yeah, definitely, man. Whenever you up this way, because, well, you know what I'm saying is my logo. That's what she's named after. Everybody who don't know, my dog's name is Logo, and she's named after this logo right here. The day that this logo turned 5 years old was the day that I found her. The same day, so that's how she got her name. My logo turned 5 years old the day I found her. So now my logo is this January will be 7 years old actually. So there it is. That's how she got her name. Yep. But what I was trying to say before I got into all that, Logo, you know, she ready to fly on the airplane. So we're going to be doing that here soon. I don't know where to, but I think she's ready. So we're going to put her in a plane and see what we can do. But we ain't there yet. Oh, we got a lot of things I need her to do. I got all kinds of experiences I want her to go on. So
a little bit off topic.
Go for it.
So you on YouTube streaming right now? Are you streaming straight through YouTube, or are you using
StreamYard?
So can't you connect your StreamYard to TikTok too?
So basically what I'm saying is I'm learning all this stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. I have it also connected to my Facebook, but Facebook won't let me stream to Facebook off of StreamYard. So I'm still learning. I just figured out how to get my green screen to work on YouTube because it was down for like two or 3 days. And I just need to restart my computer, and it came back up perfectly. So yes, I think I can live stream on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok, but I'm not sure. But I want to learn. I'm learning all that stuff. That's what I'm here for. Yep.
That's what's up.
Appreciate it. What we got? Ain't nobody asked me no question. See, this is exactly what be happening when I hit these dead spots. That's why I be wanting to do a drive simulator, so I can just be like, oh, look at that tree over there. Hey, I'm still thinking about getting into that. I don't want to spend the money. See, that's when I say expensive hobbies. That's an expensive hobby right there. That boy got to make me some money before I go spending all that money. Oh my goodness. I need.
That's the beauty talking about networking and making. We've been in this thing for a long time.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We've been doing this a long, long time. Oh my goodness. Since Japan. That was what, 2002 to 2004 when I was there, right?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah,
so
it just
dang.
We don't live in the same area. Otherwise, man, I think things where content creation is concerned, I think things will be a whole lot different.
Oh, okay. Here we go. She said, I saw something on TikTok about pits. They are saying they turn on their owners. I believe that the pits or any dog that turns on its owner is because the owner has not established a good system so that the dog understands the boundaries. Basically, you have to present a clear alpha, and an alpha is not an abusive term. People think when somebody think alpha, you got to be tough with your dog. That's not what an alpha is. Alpha is a correct provider. Alpha is the one who makes sure that everybody in the pack is well taken care of. A dog will not turn on its owner if it is well taken care of. That means you're not being abusive to it. That means you're not making it like if you make your dog live in an anxiety state constantly, you are more likely to have a dog that turns on you. That's why it's important to learn about crate training. That's why I say hand feeding. Your dog will not bite the hand that feeds it. I kid you not. That is a fact. Like if you're being fed well, you will not turn on whoever is feeding you. If everything is being provided like you want it, and it's just, that's a principle. People don't tend to go against things that are providing for them well. They only go against things when they feel something is lacking. So in my opinion, I don't see my dog ever turning on me, but I can't say that wasn't a fear when I first got her. That's one reason why she's trained the way she is, because I wanted to make sure that she did not become a liability to me anywhere.
For example, to your point, I was doing some training with Titan earlier today, and your followers don't know anything about Titan, the foo-foo dog, little ankle biter. So I've been working with him and training him, with some commands and different things of such, and it got to a point where he acted like he didn't understand what my commands were anymore. Like he just was like, you know what, I just ain't gonna do it because I don't want to do it. So we got to where we started doing these commands every time we come back in the house from potty, or every time before he goes to bed, or whatever the case may be. We turned almost any situation into a training opportunity. So today, he was just being hard-headed today for some reason. It was like, no, I don't want to do what you're telling me to do. So I told him to go to his room.
Yep.
So, but the thing is, though, to the point that I'm trying to make, the thing about that is, though, I didn't close the door to because I got a baby gate blocking him into that room whenever I don't want him running around. And I haven't closed the gate or anything. He knows that he's in trouble. He's got to stay in that room until I tell him he can come out. You know, and that's to your point, because he understands that, hey, look, I'm who runs this thing.
Yep.
Not him.
Yep.
So when I tell him to do something, he knows that I better go do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in some serious trouble.
All right, hold on right quick. So this next one is, what's your thoughts? My nephew and I rescued a 1-year-old pitty, and he immediately attacked him. So it says self to one of my nephews. Oh, attached. I'm sorry. Attached. I'm sorry. And I wasn't reading properly. So he attached himself to one of my nephews more than anyone else, but he is not the trainer. So I'm sorry. I did read that incorrectly. I thought you said he attacked him immediately. Okay, attached. So This is the thing. What I try to tell people is it's not about the dog that you choose. It's about the dog that chooses you. So if your dog attached himself to another person, that is the person who your dog feels the most comfortable with. Like it's basically a bond. It's a bond. If you want your dog to bond with you, now you're going to have to work harder at getting him to bond with you. And that is what hand feeding will do for you. Hand feeding will overcome any bond. Whoever is feeding that dog, whoever is giving that dog attention, whoever is taking the dog outside is going to get the bond. It's the person who is providing the most. Now, also, if the dog is bigger than your nephew, he could be trying to provide like a protection for him, kind of like I want to make sure he's safe, because in a pack, there is more than just an alpha. I'm not going to go into that because I don't know the structure, but you know, there is an alpha, like a beta, all that stuff, but we ain't gonna go into all that. But I'm saying they will provide protection for somebody if they feel like he needs it. And another thing, dogs can sense things. They can sense illnesses, they can sense sadness, they can sense all these different things. So if your nephew had something that like he could just need a friend. I don't know. I'm not trying to sit here and say all of what it is. What I'm saying is there's a lot of different reasons why. So my dog automatically bonded with my oldest son. Like as soon as she saw him, she just fell in love with him and went and sat at his feet and just looked up at him. And I was mad. I'm like, that ain't what you're here for. You're here for me. But my oldest son won her over without having to do anything for her. I had to work. And I'm saying this did not start out like this. This has been a battle. My dog is very stubborn. Just like Mac was saying about how he came in and didn't want to do certain commands. When she don't want to do something, she don't want to do something. The good thing is I never turn the camera on when she don't want to do something. So forgive me if you see the better times, but that's what social media basically is. It's showing the best of situations. I will show video of when she's not doing everything that she's supposed to. I got some videos up on YouTube about her being stubborn, but the older she gets and the more understanding she gets, the less that stubbornness shows up. If you got a 1-year-old pit from a shelter, what I would say is it's never too late to get any dog from the shelter. It's just certain things you're going to have to do once you bring that dog home. And younger dogs are easier to do it with, but older dogs, I'm saying, I got some videos up. Take the dog, especially if they have any kind of aggression, put them in a crate. Crates kill aggression. That is the same thing that jail cells do to people. You get where I'm coming from. It's a principle. Crates kill aggression. And then while the dog is in the crate, you hand feed it through the crate. I know that sounds crazy, but let's just say this. A hungry dog has less fight in it. Hold on, let's try that again. What I'm saying is, have you ever put yourself in a position where you were so hungry, you're like, I just need to eat. I don't want to fight for nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I just need to eat. What I'm saying is, let a dog calm down before you go in, especially if you're bringing it home. I tell everybody, the first 2 weeks of bringing home a new dog, your new dog should spend the majority of its time in its crate, just learning the sounds of the environment, learning a safe place where it can go and not be engaged with. So keep kids from going up and banging on the crate when the dog is in the crate. Crate should be off somewhere where the dog can relax. My dog is literally in her crate right now in my office. What I'm saying is, your dog, it don't matter how old it is, when you bring it home when you bring it home, first thing you should do, this is how you teach it how to potty train and everything. You take your dog, put it in the crate, you leave it in the crate. It don't matter. If it whines just like a baby, you don't go get a baby out the crib just because it starts to cry. You don't. If you do that, you're going to spoil the heck out of it. So dog is whining, let it whine. Go about your business. When you want to engage with your dog, you come and engage with it. Now, this is a good time to start with hand feeding. While your dog is in the crate, you show up to the crate, you hand it some food through the crate. Hand it some food through the crate. You'll notice your dog will just lay down eventually and just eat food right out your hand. Just lay down. That kills all aggression right there. And then they automatically learn the food comes from me. Food comes from me. Good things come from me. That's what you want your dog to understand. And you will not have a dog that turns on you if you understand and they understand all good things come from me. If you hit your dog, you are going to be in a problem of your dog possibly turning on you. If you feed your dog with your hands, you will make sure your dog doesn't cower or run away from you. Like I'm saying, most people touch their dog too much. Let's just go back to the crate though. Put your dog in a crate, 2 weeks, crate, potty, eat, play, crate. Or, excuse me, crate, outside to the potty, play, eat, crate. Crate, outside to the potty, play, eat, crate. That way you don't have any accidents, and try to stay outside with your dog long enough that your dog has an opportunity to do both number one and number two. Do not leave. And another thing that is very helpful, I'm sorry, Unbothered, I'm going to get to yours real quick. But another thing that is very helpful, wherever your dog uses the bathroom outside, keep taking your dog back to that area. Don't walk it down the street to use the bathroom. I'm saying when it uses the bathroom, go to the same area over and over. That way, when you tell it to go to the potty or whatever the case may be, it will smell the pee and the poop that was there once before, and it'll be a reminder to the dog, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do when I'm in this area. You'll get your dog to use the bathroom faster, and then when you go back in the house, if you want to play with your dog, you play with your dog. When you are done playing with your dog, listen, please, everybody, hear this one right here. When you're done playing with your dog, put your dog back in the crate. If you are not paying attention to your dog, if you get on your phone, if you start watching a TV show, your dog needs to go in the crate, especially for the first 2 weeks. And that will make it so because what you don't want, I try to tell people, your dog learns whether you're teaching it or not. So while you're not paying attention to it, your dog is walking around your house learning everything it can. It's chewing on wires, it's chewing on shoes. And what you don't want is to chase your dog and yell at it and be like, no, all the time. If you're mean to your dog when your dog does something you don't want it to do, I'm saying it's your fault, not your dog's fault. You allowed it to do something that you didn't want it to do. So first 2 weeks at a minimum, I recommend longer than 2 weeks, but most people can't do that. First 2 weeks at a minimum, your dog.
In 2 years.
What I'm saying is my dog still lives in a crate today. She does. She's 2 years old. Now it's her comfortable spot. She loves her crate. If I let her out her crate and then I said free, she will run and go get in her crate because that's where she loves. Now her crate is a mansion-sized crate right now. It is. You could fit 4 of her in her crate, but she loves it inside her crate. It's her comfort zone. So what I'm saying is the reason for that though is so many reasons. One, it's the fastest way to potty train because they won't use the bathroom inside their crate, especially if you make it so they don't have a lot of room to move away from it. All right, hold on. Let me answer your first one. Have you had a dog that refused to be in a crate? My neighbor's dog literally screams. Okay, so yes, I have had dogs that refuse to be in a crate, but you know what? That only happens for so long. It does. It only happens for so long. They eventually turn out to find out that is the place that they enjoy. I will say this. Hold on.
One piece to that, though.
Go for it.
It's also, what are your neighbors doing while the dog is screaming? Are they fussing at it, telling it no? Or, what type of interaction are they having with the dog? Because if they're doing all of that, that's going to continue to give that dog a trigger. But if you're not paying that dog any attention, eventually the dog is going to be like, okay, well, this isn't doing any good, so let me just be calm. And then once they calm down, then if you show the dog attention, then the dog will eventually find out that, oh, well, when I calm down, that's when I'll get the positive treatment that I want.
I'm sorry, I'm bothered. It does not take 2 years. It does not take 2 years.
I was being funny with it.
Hold on. No. She just wrote that in the comment. Hold on. I was just answering her right quick. What I'm saying is the crate becomes something you can leave the door open to the crate after a while. What I'm saying is the crate is your dog's safe space. Nobody bothers it when it goes in its crate. Like, it's a safe space for your dog. When things get too loud or things get too exciting, your dog will go to its safe space. Now, what I'm saying is you break a dog, and this sounds horrible, but what I'm saying is you put a dog in the crate and you don't let it, you don't stop using the crate until the dog gets the understanding of the crate. I'm saying if you put a dog in a crate and it yells, you walk away. You don't come back to it. Let it deal with it. I tell people, see, most people my dog has a huge crate now, and I will show it one day, but she didn't always have a huge crate. And I tell people, if you give your dog too big of a crate, two things can happen. One, it can use the bathroom on one side of the crate and then go lay down on the other side of the crate. You don't want enough room for that when you first are crate training a dog. The second thing is, if you give your dog too much room in a crate, it can provide, or it can use leverage to its benefit. What I mean by that, you see a lot of people where they're like, my dog breaks out of its crate. Only reason it's capable of breaking out of the crate is because you gave it more room than it needed. And that means the dog can now use leverage to its advantage. If you give your dog not enough crate in the very beginning, I'm saying once the dog gets comfortable with a crate, you upgrade it. You don't give a kid a bike. Let's just talk about it like from that perspective. If a kid is learning how to ride a bike, you don't first put it on a 10 speed. You get where I'm coming from. A crate is just a training device. Once the dog is trained, then you can give it, you don't have to give it a crate anymore. And when I'm at the barbershop, I don't need a crate anymore. My dog does the same thing in the barbershop that she did in her crate. She lays on her mat and she knows not to come off of her mat until I tell her. Crate training helps. Like I said, it makes an aggressive dog not aggressive anymore. It also, especially if you don't taunt it while it's in the crate, it teaches the dog where its place is. So once you remove the crate, the dog will still know that area is where it's supposed to be. Crates help out so many ways. It's the easiest way to potty train your dog. It won't use the bathroom in its crate. So then you can get home from work and take it outside. Once it understands not to use the bathroom. I had a gentleman approach me today, and he said he leaves his dog at home for so long that he's okay with his dog going and using the bathroom in the corner, as long as it's the only corner. I'm thinking, like, why would you make it acceptable for your dog to use the bathroom in the house? Don't yell at your dog while it's in the crate. Don't yell at it. I'm saying let your dog calm down, and then once it's calm, you can come back. Now, yeah, that was nasty. I know. This was today too. He saw my dog. He's like, I need some training tips. I'm trying to give him some tips. I told him, you need to start taking your dog with you more if you can't get home soon enough to keep it from using the bathroom. He said he don't use a crate. He uses a room. And I was like, that sounds good, but you're destroying whatever house you living in, first off. And second, that's just, I don't know. It's just disgusting to me, but I ain't here to talk about that. I know people do what they feel like they need to do. What I'm trying to say, though, if you use a crate properly, you will not have nearly as many problems. Like, most people can solve most of their problems if they just knew how to crate their dogs. It would solve, like I said, crate training and leash training. Next time I go live, I'm gonna bring a crate in here that I can hold up and show the process of clipping the leashes and stuff on. I've been showing these right here. Leash training, crate training, best things you can do. The other benefit, what I was saying, you feed your dog when you bring it home. Only engagements you should have with your dog. Once it calms down, then you go and get some food and you just feed your dog through the holes in the cage. Just feed it. Let it take food out your hand. If it don't want to, it's fine, but it ain't coming out the crate. And then I'm saying, walk away from the crate if your dog makes a whole lot of noise. Just every time, this is what training is. Every time you don't get the response that you want, you do nothing. Every time you get the response that you want, you reward. Yes, that's perfect because you talked about the leash. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, when your dog whines, don't give it dog food. When your dog is quiet, offer it some food. When your dog starts to whine uncontrollably, just get up and walk out the room. Yep, the split leash. I got the split leash. This is the split one. And I'm saying my dog walked around with this on in the house for 6 months. 6 months she walked around with this on. It was like a second tail to her. I wanted her to know that that's what it was. And then when we started going outside, I used this one on to go outside. And that way I could put this one on my wrist. So if it slipped out my hands, she took off running, it still would be some way to be connected with me. But I kid you not, crate train, feed your dog through the crate. Feed your dog through the crate till it calms down. And I got videos to prove that that works. Like I got 2 dogs at the same time and they were pretty rambunctious. And I just fed them through the crate until they calmed down. I did not take them out the crate until they calmed themselves down. And they were full grown. One was 5 years old. The other one was 2 years old. And they were both pit bulls. And they were not mine. I was training them for somebody else. And literally, I guess what I'm saying is there is no difference between a dog and a horse, except for one's a dog and one's a horse. But training is the same principle. You break a horse, you break a dog. People don't like to hear that, but that's exactly what it is. A horse, before you can ride it, needs to be broken. It needs to know that nothing bad is going to happen to it. It's being broken into a tamed world, not broke like you breaking the dog. You got to calm a dog before you're going to have a good walk with a dog. You got to calm a dog before you have a dog that don't be running through your house and jumping on furniture and jumping off. Calm your dog first. It sucks though, because after you calm a dog, you lose a lot of some of the best features of a dog. It ain't wild no more. You get where I'm coming from. Same thing with a horse. A wild horse, there's something beautiful about a wild horse. But if you ever want to ride it, it can't be wild no more. It has to be tamed. And you lose some of the best parts when you tame. I kid you not. My dog listens to my commands so much that she don't do nothing half the time without me telling her. Only time she runs around like a madman is when I say free. Once I say free, she goes crazy. But then after she goes crazy for 5 minutes, she looks at me and she's like, okay, what's next? Because her life has become commands, like, let's go. She has to walk with me everywhere. So when she's free, that's what I said. The crate has become her favorite place. So now when I tell her free and we're in my office or somewhere, she just goes and she's like, okay, I just want to get back in my crate. Or she'll come up and put her head on my lap or something. But I don't know what an untrained dog does because I've never had one. I see what other people's untrained dogs do, and that just irritates the heck out of me. But my dog won't jump up on anybody because she's never been able to. But some people like dogs that jump up on you and up on furniture. I don't.
One thing I'm working on with Titan, jumping up on people, but it's one of those things, man. It's kind of hard for me to train Titan to not jump up on people because I don't really have a lot of company like that. So you can't train a dog not to do something if you don't have the environment to train them not to do it.
Well, I agree with you on that. How you can fix it though is, like I said, with that leash, the leash, if you put that leash on the dog before you have company, then every time, because I'll give you a perfect example. For the beginning of Logo, so for the first 2 years of Logo's life, I used to let people pet her. And I enjoyed people petting her. Yeah, okay, we can do that. I enjoy, oh, so let me read it so everybody else can hear too. Next live tip on socializing your dog would be great. I will do that. So I used to let everybody pet Logo. Like everywhere I went, I used to let people pet her. Like, okay. And that's why I put the bone in her mouth, because I was trying to train her not to open her mouth when people wanted to pet her. So what happened, I got a bad response out of it because she got so used to getting pet everywhere she went that anytime somebody said, oh, she's so cute, she would look at that as a trained cue of next comes, I'm about to get pet. You get where I'm coming from? Like that sound effect, oh, she thinks, oh, they talking about me. And I had to remind her, look, it's not about you. So what would happen is I would have her between my legs because that's her crate in public. Whenever she's sitting between my legs, that is her crate in public. Nobody should touch her. It's her safe space. Like it's odd for people to reach between my legs to pet her. Like it's like you're reaching for my growing area. So most people want. And it was also because when I had her sit off to the right or to the left of me, people would walk up and offer her food or offer her things. So I put the bone in her mouth so she wouldn't be able to eat food out of people's hands. And I make her sit between my legs so people can't walk up and offer her something like from behind me. So between my legs is a crate in public. But what happened is she would hear people say, ah, and then next I would say heel, and then I would say, go say hello. And that meant she could be pet by the person. So she started learning that pattern on her own. Oh, can I? And she's like, oh, yes, sure you can. And it's like, I didn't tell you sure she can. So now I don't let people pet her no more. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They learn even when you are not training them. That's why the crate is your best friend. If you're not paying attention, when you bring home your new puppy, unless you want to be yelling no at it all the time, I'm saying when you're not teaching it, it needs to be in its crate. They can't learn anything in their crate. Yes, controlling their interaction with others. So
people, they don't realize that, you know, in those very early months when they are puppy, they are so eager to learn. But the most owners, most pet owners, they're so consumed with, oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. This is the time that I need to be instilling these things into my dog the way I should be treating teaching my dog to be the dog I want now versus 6 months from now.
I agree. And this is what I tell people. When your dog is cute, that's when you should not be paying any attention to it, because the sad thing is when your dog becomes an adult, people say, oh, I was told you shouldn't start training a dog until a year old. That's foolishness. What training are you talking about? I'm saying you might not want to give them complex commands at 3-4 months old, but you need to be training them on the basics as a puppy. Like it starts day one when you bring your dog home.
For example, when I got Titan, he would basically, when I tried to give him his food or his water, he would basically attack the bowl because it's food.
Yep.
He would attack it before I could even get it put on the floor and everything. So I had to take the time to be like, you know what? No, we're going to train you to wait until I tell you to have.
That's right.
So him sit over to the side, and I did like what you were talking about. I basically used his feeding times as training opportunities.
That's right.
It was like, okay, cool, you go over there, you sit, you stay, you wait. I toss the food, and then And he just sit there and look at it until I tell him to eat. And
That's right.
Eat, then he can go get it. But then he got to go back to that place.
So,
I did that for the longest time until I got to the point where now, anytime I put a piece of food, even if I'm cooking and I drop a piece of food, he just look at it and then he'll look at me like, "Are you gonna tell me to eat that?" But I don't want him eating people food. So I pick it up and I throw it away. Yep.
All right, hold on right quick. So yes, water is out all the time. But I hand feed. You're right. I keep water right now. She has water in her crate with her. I have a bowl and I carry it's these little 8-ounce bottles of water that I get from Costco. I get the 8-ounce bottles, and I carry those at least 2 of those with me everywhere I go. And then I carry a metal bowl with me everywhere I go. I don't know.
Get one of those collapsible bowls, man.
Nah, I don't like those because the metal ones are easy for me to clean out. The plastic bowls always get some kind of like goo at the bottom of them. I don't like that. I like metal because it is easily sterilized, easily cleaned. So
when this collapsible though, it's got rubber, I guess seals or whatever where it collapses.
Yeah, I'll show you the one I got. Hold on. Can't hear.
Yeah, I definitely don't. That's one of the things. So somebody had mentioned to me about the whole, if you drop food or whatever, you don't want your dog to just go be able to eat it yesterday.
I'm showing it I'm seeing it, making sure they see it too.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's all it is.
The reason why, even if I drop a piece of food or something like that, he can't get it unless I tell him to get it. It's simply because, let's say I'm taking some medication, drop a pill or something, obviously you don't want your dog to go sneak step real quick, So that's another good reason to have your dog trained to the point where they don't eat anything off the floor unless you tell them it's okay to eat.
Yep, I agree. So I do. The bowl that she has her water in her crate is a ceramic bowl. It's one of those big cooking bowls. It's like white and it's got handles on both sides. But yes, that is right. So I have some videos up, and I have some videos that I'm still going to be posting after I get off here today for TikTok. That is exactly what I do. I put her food on the floor, and I tell her she can go get some of her food. And then while she's eating in the middle of it, I do a recall. You should be able to recall your dog off of food. That means if it's eating something, you should say come or heel or its name, and it should leave it alone and come to you. If your dog, the command that I use for I don't want you to touch something, it don't matter what it is, I say leave it. Leave it means don't bother it. And you should work on that. Just try not to use the word no. That is why I tell people crate training is important, because if you don't crate train, then what'll happen is your dog will be running around the house. You won't be paying attention to it. And then when you walk in a room and see that they tore all the toilet paper off the roll, you're going to go in there and you're going to be mad. And I told you, no, leave that alone. They're not understanding any of that stuff. So the best thing you can do is make it so they can't get to the things that you don't want them to bother. It don't matter what it is. Look, Logo has torn up some of my favorite jackets. I used to get her pillows. I used to buy her all kinds of pillows. I wanted her to be a comfortable dog until I realized she ain't want to be a comfortable dog. She ripped up every pillow. She eats every zipper. She just don't like stuff like that. So I stopped getting her stuff like that. Now she got a mat. And when I say a mat, I kid you not, it's a doormat, and it's the same doormat everywhere she goes. Oh, she destroys everything. She destroys everything. Well, not really, but anything soft she would. She ripped that boy apart, had a stuffing everywhere. And it's like, you know what? I actually, my kids have a teddy bear collection. And instead of donating the teddy bear collection, I actually every once in a while I just give one of the teddy bears to Logo and let her do what she wants to with it, and then I throw it in the trash. But if you do stuff like that, make sure you pop off the eyeballs of the teddy bear, any buttons on it, because they will swallow those things. So be safe and pull off anything that is hard on the teddy bear before you do it. But that's what I do. I just get rid of them, let her play with them. She tears them apart, and every once in a while she'll find one she want to carry around and hold on to. I got some videos of that kind of stuff too. But
speaking of destroying stuff, one thing I've noticed too that so before Titan, he would go and like he'd go in my room when I wasn't necessarily paying him full attention, and he grabbed one of my socks that he might be laying on the floor or something. And then next thing you know, I get to go to the bathroom, and one of my socks is in the living room, and I'm like, what the, So I ended up, getting more toys because he had a few.
I don't do toys.
He was getting bored with them, so I bought him some more toys. Well, come to find out, some of his favorite toys are the ones he can actually chew on. He's got two different types of toys that are his favorites. And one, he just sits there and gnaws on it. It's like a little gnaw thing, almost kind of like that. What's that one little brown-looking toy that you?
Nala bones, like a Nala bone.
Yeah. So he's got one of those, but it's a smaller version or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's got this other toy that's got some link to it, and he likes to grab onto one end of it, and he swear he a big dog, and he'll shake the mess out of it like he's doing something.
Yeah.
And so those are his two favorite types of toys, and he'll sit there and ever since I got these toys for him, he don't go mess with none of my stuff no more. He doesn't chew on anything else. He doesn't go get anything else. He goes and finds those toys and comes in here and lays down and plays with them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't do toys. I don't do toys. I don't do treats. I guess what I'm saying is dogs in the wild don't have all that stuff. People just trying to make they dog more like people. And I think that's what complicates things. Hold on. I got this message right here that just said, I like things clean and orderly. So people keep saying I don't need a dog. So let's talk about that right quick, because I'm the same way. My dog has never been in my kitchen ever. Let me say that again. My dog has never, ever seen my kitchen. Don't even know what it looked like. My dog has never been in any of the bedrooms except for one, and that's my oldest son's bedroom, because it's on the same floor. My dog does not go upstairs in my house at all. No pets in the kitchen. I done had cats, which that didn't last very long, but I had two of them. They never saw my kitchen and that's why I can't deal with cats, because I could not figure out how to train cats. I could figure out how to train cats if I was there, but as soon as you walk away, cats are smart enough to be like, well, he said don't jump on this surface, but if he ain't here, he don't know. And that's when they would do it. Dogs, I feel like dogs are smarter to know. Like if I tell my dog to sit, she ain't gonna move until I come back. I kid you not. But you can keep a clean house with a dog. You just have to be ready to train it not to do certain things. My dog only does the things that I tell her to do. If I opened her crate and opened the door, my dog would never leave the crate without me saying, first come out. If you look at my videos, my dog don't even leave her crate in the car until I say, come or bring it. And then she comes to the bumper of the car for me to clip her leash on. She does not walk out of the crate until I say, come. She doesn't get out of the car until I say heel. She don't get out of her crate. I open her crate up every morning and I say, come. And then she comes either on my, like to my left. That's normally where she goes, to a heel. But she don't do stuff until I tell her. I'm not saying that that's how every dog should be, what I'm saying is it is very easy to keep a dog in a clean environment because she don't go many places in my house. My dog just moves with me. My dog is more like a police dog. She's a service dog. She's not a pet to me. I don't keep pets. I only keep things that are productive in nature. I don't do pets. It has to provide some kind of value. A pet is like something that you don't expect anything out of it, and it can do whatever the heck it want to do. That's what a pet is to me. It has to at least provide entertainment or something. Like, you can't provide me with headaches. Let's just say that. So my dog is different. She's more like a police dog. It's same way we had dogs in the military. I know it sounds bad. I would like to retire her someday from this life, but she seems to enjoy it. I don't know, but she doesn't run around my house. Not at all. I work the heck out of my dog. What do you mean? Okay. I work her. I'm saying even to get her food, she has to work for it. She don't just get her food put on the floor. Like, there is no such thing. I guess what I'm saying is, you look through some of my videos. Sometimes I hide her. I have a pill. Hold on. This is kind of nasty because obviously she had this stuff in her mouth and I wasn't ready for this. This is a pill. I call this a pill because it looks like a pill. You see the shape of it. It looks like a pill. And then this is her bone right here, right? So I make her carry her bone out into the yard. And then before I let her out in the morning, I take this out, and I have about 2 acres of land. I throw this out in the woods somewhere, anywhere I want to. I don't care where. I just take it out in the woods and I throw it out in the woods. She don't get to eat until she bring that back to me. Like, and then she can have her whole 2 cups of food, but she had to go find that. It don't take her long. I'm saying dogs have amazing noses. Now, what's inside of that? It has her dog food. It has all the things that she eats every single day. It has her dog food in it. It has omega-3 in it. It has vitamin D in it, and it has vitamin E in it. And those are the smells that are inside of that. That's what she eats every day. So she should be able to find it. No problem. I walk out in the yard. I say, find your pill, bring it. And then she just takes off running, and she don't come back until she got that pill in her hand, because she knows it don't matter. I got to be out here until I find it. Now, it was a couple reasons why I did that. So I told you how big my yard is. Well, I do that because she drops her scent all over my yard. Her scent gets dropped everywhere over my yard. See, other animals don't know if she's a big dog, an aggressive dog. Like, so animals can tell about other animals by smelling their scent. So that's why dogs drop their scent everywhere they go. It's a marker. And so other animals smell it, and then all they know is, oh, it's a big dog out here. And so other dogs, coyotes, things like that, they stay out my yard because they smell her scent. They don't know if she's aggressive or not when they smell her scent. Like, it ain't nothing to say, oh, she's a wimp. No, they know she's a 2-year-old muscle-bound dog. They don't want to run into her. They don't know if she's aggressive or not. So by having her run all over my yard, she's dropping her scent everywhere in my yard, everywhere. I got a lot of woods, so that's why I throw it. Like I said, I take it back in the woods. Then the other thing, it works on her nose, so I'm working on scent training. I got a bunch of different scents that I want her to be able to find. It also gives her exercise. It makes her feel more like she's going out for a hunt. And what I'm saying is, when she brings back that rabbit, which is just the pill, in her mouth, it's like, you did good. And then we get in the house, she can get her food. And then I give her a bully stick. And that bully stick represents tendons and muscle. Like if you really ate something on a kill. Like, dogs hunt. It's only people's dogs that just get a bowl of food every morning. So I make her feel like she just did what a real dog does every day. You got to go out and find a mouse in the field if you want to eat. You got to find a rabbit. You bring it back, then you get to chew on some muscle tendons. And that's what a bully stick is to me. And then this right here is her everything. This is a crate out in public as well. I put this on the ground. She knows she better not leave it. Like, you stay next to it. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, don't treat your dog like a person and give it all the things you wish you had in life. Treat your dog like it is in the wild, and your dog will be happier with you. If you treat your dog like it is part of a pack, and that's why I'm saying, after we go on a hunt together, that's work. I am the alpha. I produced food at the end of the hunt. So she's like, yeah, my leader is a good leader. We go out, we do some work, come back, I get my food. And she knows until she completes her mission, she don't get her food. Same way with hand feeding. If I tell her to heel and she says, I don't want to, well, that sucks for you because you just ain't getting no food now, aren't you? If she shuts down on me, I close up the little sack of food and it's like, well, good, let's go in the house because I'm saving money. I know that sounds horrible. What I'm saying is, choose not to eat if you don't want to. It just means I saved 2 cups of food for today. It's going to be that much longer before I got to go back to Costco and buy another bag of food. It really works, though. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be mean. You will get the result, because I'm saying if you don't get the result, the dog don't get the reward. That's all training is. You have the reward. Tell the dog what you want it to do. Don't give it the reward until you get the result that you want. Keep on working on it until you get the result that you want. And then after a while, you don't need to reward them anymore. They will do it just because they want to prove to you that we have a connection now. We understand each other. I howl, she does what she's supposed to. The word is me howling. Get your dog to do that, and you will see you have no problems with your dog. Hand feeding is the number one way. If you don't hand feed, what I'm saying is not rewarding your dog until after they do something that you want them to do. You can bowl feed your dog. What I'm saying is when she went out and found that pill out in the woods, I came in and I gave her her whole bowl of food right then and there. She earned it. That's a lot of looking. Oh, she'd be running, but sometimes she finds it in 2 minutes. Sometimes she finds it in 10 minutes. But I'm saying I ain't gonna say there was never a day. Early on, there were days where she didn't find it because she didn't understand the game. But then after a while, she started to figure out the game, and it was like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. She just run around as fast as she could, catch that scent, and then she started walking it down. As soon as she finds the scent, it's a wrap. It took a while, but the key is don't expect any result overnight, even sitting. Like, people think, oh, my dog know how to sit. No, they don't know how to sit. Most people's dogs don't know how to sit. Most people can get their dog to sit in a certain environment, like in their living room where they practice it at. But if you walk outside where people are walking around you and you tell your dog to sit, your dog don't listen. That means your dog don't know how to sit. You have to take your dog into several different areas. Like, you teach her how to sit in your living room. Then you teach her how to sit outside. Then you teach her how to sit somewhere else. You have to, they have to get a good understanding of what sit actually means, and then they'll do it anywhere. It's the sound, and then they'll say, oh, every time I hear that sound, I'm supposed to put my butt on the floor. And that comes from doing it in multiple locations. But for them to connect it, you normally have to do it in like I kid you not. Before my dog started connecting things together, I had to do it in like 6 different areas. So in the house, sit. Outside on the stump, sit. Now, I'm going to give everybody a good tip. This is the best tip I can give you if you want to teach your dog how to stay, which is one of the most important things you can do. The things that every dog should know: sit, stay, leave it. Sit, stay, leave it. Come. Yes. Working on a good recall, a strong recall. So that's 4. Their name, obviously. Okay, so let's just talk about stay right quick. The easiest way to teach a dog stay, especially when they real little dogs like puppies, you take them and you put them on a high place, like a stump that looks too high for them to jump off of. That's what I did it with. I trained my dog on a stump. Like when she was too big, too small to jump off the stump, I would put her on a stump and I'd be like, stay, stay. And then I walk away and I'd be like, stay. And then I walk towards her and I'm like, stay. And then I walk away further and I'm like, stay. And she's looking around like, how can I get off of this? How can I get off of this? But she'd be scared to jump off of it because it just seems like it's too high of a place to jump off of. Now, what I'm saying is, don't make it so high where your dog could get hurt if they jump. And don't walk away too far until you understand that your dog won't jump. You can hurt your dog. But by putting it in a place where it's high, it will make the dog understand, well, every time he says stay, it just meant don't leave this platform, but you ain't got to worry about me doing that. That was the easiest way for me to teach my dog to stay somewhere. Stay and a place where it fears jumping off of. There you go. That was the easiest way for me to teach stay. And it worked amazing. And then once I told her stay in any other situation, she just knew that meant stay after a while. So that's how I taught my dog how to stay. And it's the same way also, once they get bigger, you tell them, I use the word up. You can use whatever words you want to, but I use up, and that means jump up on something. And then you tell them sit. I use center, so they turn around and face me. But it's a bunch of cool things you can learn. And I'm saying you can make it up as you go if you just use food. What? She was like, I want doing. Oh, yeah. She ain't going to do that anyway. Yeah, not. Yeah. That's right. I ain't jumping off of that. That's exactly what I think too. That's exactly what, and it works. It works. But that's basically what training is. Like I said, if you want to get your dog to do something, it don't matter what it is. If you use the food to guide them, that's how you're going to get the result the fastest. That is a fact. That's how you're going to get the result the fastest. I don't care. Like people using treats, you're just wasting your money. Treats are a waste of money when you could get the same bang out of just using dog food. If you want to use treats, okay. But if you use yeah, that's what I do too.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Like, all you got was dog food.
Yeah.
You know? Because another thing too, like people that give their dog treats and stuff like that. A treat is essentially almost kind of like
candy
for kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Too much of it, it can really mess with their stomach.
Well, not just that. The thing that people don't pay attention to is your dog has a diet. And your dog is supposed to be. That's why my dog only gets 2 cups of food a day. Because when I was giving her 4 cups, she was overweight. So if you're giving your dog 2 cups of food and then you're giving it 5 handfuls of treats, you're basically saying it don't matter what your diet was because now I'm going to feed you candy. Like your dog is not going to be in great shape. So people who use treats, I feel like they're setting themselves up for failure because unless you're using those treats in replace of dog food, which I'm saying dog food provides the proper nutrients. So if your dog is on a 800 calorie diet and then you give the dog 800 calories of dog food and then you give it another 1,200 calories of dog treats, it's like, didn't you just blow it? Now you got your dog on a 2,000 calorie diet. That's horrible. So that's why I only use the dog food. I don't get confused. The only treat that I consider to be a treat is a bully stick. I give my dog bully sticks. That is what I consider to be a treat. Hold on, I'll grab them. So what I give my dog for a snack. Oh, These right here. This is what I give her. This is what they look like. And even that, hear me out. I don't even give her a whole stick. I don't give her a whole stick. I give her a half a stick. Y'all want to see how I manage the half a stick? You see this right here? This is called a PVC pipe cutter. This is what you cut PVC. She's standing up now because she know I'm about to go to work. This is from Costco. That's where I get them from. And the reason why I get this kind right here is because these are $26 for a bag, but they normally go on sale for $19.99. I have not found them on sale again yet, but normally when they go on sale, I stock up on them. Right now, they're $26 a bag. When they go on sale for $19, I'm going to buy as many of them as I possibly can. But what I do, this right here, like I said, this is a PVC pipe cutter. PVC pipe cutter. I take it. Like that right there. That would cut a finger off if you put a finger in that boy. This is a PVC pipe cutter, and it makes cutting these in half amazing. And then I just give her one half of it whenever she does good. She has a good day. How long does it take her to eat one? All right, so I'm gonna give her this one right now. I'm gonna tell you when we start, and then I'll tell you when she's done. Here you go. Good girl. All right, so I just gave it to her. If we stay on here long enough, I would say she's normally done with them about I would say 10 to 15 minutes. They're good because they work on her teeth very well. Like anything hard keeps her teeth clean. Like every time I take her to the vet, that's why I give her those Nala bones. I don't give her toys. I don't give toys other than the stuffed animals that I said, but I give her Nala bones because those Nala bones keep her teeth very, very clean. I've never had to worry about plaque or anything like that. It's great. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Thanks, TikTok. She loves it. Normally, I would be sitting here looking at her videos by this time of night. So she hears herself on those videos a lot. And she does not respond. When she hears me talking in a video, she knows it's a video. What I'm saying is she can tell my voice from a video. That's why it doesn't bother me when other people give her commands, because it's like, she's not going to listen to you. She don't understand you. But people don't understand that. But yeah, she did get a free one, but she really didn't get a free one because I had her at work with me all day today, and I did not give her a bully stick. Like this was the longest day she's ever had. Well, I ain't gonna say ever. She's had some long days, but yeah, she's working on it, but she ain't halfway done with it. But anyway, those things are great because, like I said, it provides a good workout, and it makes it seem like she's eating a real, like, I guess what I'm saying is if you take down a wild animal in the woods, you're going to have tendons, you're going to have bone, you're going to have a bunch of stuff in there. And that's what that simulates, because it's that chew and it's digestible as well. Those. Sounds versus words. Dogs don't understand. Dogs don't learn words. They learn sounds. They don't learn words. They learn sounds. You can use a Staffordshire Terrier. Yep, they're good dogs. You can use any words you want to, as long as you can be consistent with the words. Like I recommend people use words that they're happy with. So let's say you like candy and you're like taffy, and every time you say taffy, your dog does sits on your right hand side. Then you say Snickers, then your dog does. As long as you can remember the words, it don't matter what words you use. You just have to be able to be consistent with the words every single time. And so when you hear my commands that I give my dog, it's because those are the things that I can remember. On the right was just because I couldn't think of anything better to say to make her go on my right that I could remember. On the right matches for me. Heel is on the left, but heel is a common command that people use for dog training. Like I said, when people say, oh, I train my dog in German, I hear that all the time. And I'm thinking, so what? It don't matter what you train your dog in. This just means you're going to have a harder time training your dog with the next command. You have to know German. If you want your dog to know German, I don't know German. Why would I train my dog in German? I don't know German. Unless you're just going to say, I know 10 words in German. That means your dog can only know 10 commands. Did you see how many commands my dog know?
644.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how many commands she knows. That's why I keep a note of them. She knows so many commands. I don't know that many German words. That's what I'm saying. I know English. So I taught her in English. Heel, sit, stay, down, back, on the right, figure 8. Yeah, I'm sitting here like what the heck? Up, over, under. I mean, she know all kinds of stuff. When I sit down, I tell her under, and that means go under my legs and lay there. I don't know that in German. And most people, okay, so all right, even been 10 minutes. Now she ain't done yet, but she got that boy completely soft enough where she's trying to swallow it and having to spit it back up because it ain't small enough to swallow yet. But she working it.
It's on the minute. It's 12:45 my time.
Well, she almost done with it. I'll tell you when it's completely gone. She ain't getting another one. I'll tell you that right now. She didn't even have to work for that one. Whoever said that, like, thank you, TikTok, you daggone right. Somebody said how long it lasts, and I put it to the test. She's still going at it. She's still going at it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind. See, stuff like that, I don't mind because it cleans her teeth. It makes her work. You can give your dog stuff like that. Now, if I would have gave her the whole stick, it would have lasted a lot longer. Because not just because it was double, but because it would have been so much chewing required to get down the whole stick. And all right, she's done right now. Now she's looking for more. She is officially done with it that quick. So there you go. How long did I say? 10 minutes, and it was 5. So yep, she's officially done with that stick right now. Yeah, every. All right.
As always, brother, it's a pleasure.
Definitely.
Cool.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, we'll definitely link up though. We'll definitely have to chat about I guess trying to make it so we need to get you there sometime.
Hey, Texas might be my next home, so you never know. I don't know where I'm gonna end up after I get done with what I'm doing here. All right, man. You take it easy. All right, man.
It was a pleasure chatting with y'all too, TikTok fam.
Hey, we do it again. All right, man. You too. All right. So yeah, she finished with that already. And that was good. So hey, I'm telling you, I plan on getting on here every single day. I don't know for how long. This was the longest I've been on both platforms, 2 hours on YouTube. So I'm assuming it's the same amount of time on TikTok. But I like this because the engagement that I get on TikTok is actually making it much better on YouTube. So if you have any questions or anything that you want to ask, I don't mind. I still need to eat, and I got to go to work in the morning too, but I'm used to being up late, so this don't bother me. if you have any questions you want to ask, feel free. I am going to be posting a bunch of videos tonight and probably tomorrow because I shot all these videos and I didn't have a chance to put them up. So I'm going to be just pounding TikTok with a bunch of videos here soon. Forgive me, that's what I do. But I'll be having so many different things going on that I'll be having to do it like that. I love being helpful to others because it also helps me out as well. So don't feel like you're over asking questions. Ask as many as you want. Y'all can DM me. You can ask questions on comments. I don't care. It's just helping my channel grow no matter how you do it. And I am here. I will help. I want to get my dog training started. So we're gonna do it however. It don't matter to me. I ain't really got to do it for the money. It would be helpful, but with y'all being so supportive as y'all have been, heck, y'all got me 6,100 hearts, and y'all been in here rocking with me for this amount of time. So I am willing to do it this way. It don't have to be for no money. The money will come. If you be good to people, I feel like what's meant for you will come your way. So that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna treat y'all good because I want y'all to have a good life with y'all dogs too. I don't consider myself to be a dog person. I could train anything. I can train anything. My dog has very much helped me with my quality of life. That's why she's my service dog. That's what she's here for. She has very much helped me with that. But to me, these are just principles. And when you apply them, just as you would raise a child, you do the same thing with a dog, you will get the same results. I'm saying it's no different. A crate and a crib are the same type of thing. Hey, I'm dead serious, and you ain't got to worry about it. You can ask me if you don't catch something the first time, ask me again because it just doubles up the content for me. It don't really matter. I will say it over and over until understanding is received. That's the same thing you have to do with your dog. You can't expect it to understand what you are saying the first time you say it. So I don't expect people, just like you told me, you said you saw my live and it made some things that you see in the videos make sense. And I get that. A lot of people don't understand when they see it in a video. It's just like, oh, it was only 45 seconds or 30 seconds. You ain't gonna get the full understanding. But through going through this with repetition, you will get better understanding. And it's a very, very easy thing. Dog training is not hard. The best thing you can do, don't let your dog learn without you. Don't let your dog learn without you. And that is one thing that the crate does for you. That is the same thing that a leash does for you. If your dog learns without you, you have no control over what your dog learns. And that should make sense. Like if you leave your dog in a room by itself and you're not in that room, then it probably just learned where its favorite shoe was that it could chew on. And they will learn things to hide from you. Like every time she see me chewing on this, she come and take it from me. So I'm going to take it and hide it over here because she'll never pay attention to me over here. Like dogs are smart. They solve problems all the time. That is what they are. Dogs are problem solvers. They will solve a problem. If you give it too big of a crate, it will figure out how to break out the crate. If you give it too much crate, it'll figure out how to use the bathroom over here and go lay over here. I'm saying dogs are problem solvers. If you want to be the best dog owner, try to solve problems before your dog has a chance to do so. That is the way to do it. Solve problems. Who's smarter, you or the dog? I'm telling you, you will find out. I'm not saying that we're smarter than dogs. I'm not, because sometimes dogs will surprise you. Oh, my dog is very smart. She knows how to get what she wants. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Dogs are smart. They are. When they don't want to do something, they will find out a way. Let me explain this. So when I say my dog is stubborn, I had a client come and I was teaching my dog to hold on to the bone. If you want to be pet, hold on to the bone. Well, she did something she wasn't supposed to do. And I said, go in your crate. And you know what she did before she went in her crate? She dropped her bone. Because she knew if I drop my bone, you're going to make me pick my bone up and not go in my crate. And it's like, whoa. And I told him, I said, watch, before she walks in her crate, she going to drop her bone because she don't want to go in her crate. And so what I'm saying is, here's another one. My dog knows that when I'm wearing certain things, like right now, y'all keep seeing me stand up. I got on these pants. They're not the same green pants you see me wearing in every video. My dog knows if I don't have on those green pants, we're not going nowhere. And she also knows if I don't have, because like I have several pairs of green pants. All my pants are green. What I'm saying is, if I don't have the green pants with my keys on them, she knows we're not going anywhere. When I come home and I go out in the yard, I change from the green pants that look good to the green pants that are yard work pants. And I go out in the yard and I work in them. So she knows if you don't have those keys on your hip, we're not going anywhere. And so she's like, I don't want to participate because that just means we're going. Like here, I walked outside and I had on my PJs. I had her out in the yard and I was like, come on, she likes to get some sun. So I put her out in my old duck yard. So I walk out and I'm like, come on, time to go in the house because it was hot outside. She was like, I don't want to go in the house. I'm enjoying the sun. So what I did is I walked back in the house. I put on my pants with my keys on them. And now she's thinking, oh, we're not going in the house. We're going somewhere. I did that just to bring her in the house because she didn't want to come. That's what I'm saying. They learn even when you don't want them to. And I shot a video of that. I put it up on my YouTube. But that's what I mean. They learn all kinds of stuff, even that you don't want them to. So when your dog doesn't respond, and hear me out, the rule to insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I'm saying if your dog doesn't respond to you when you do something once, don't come with the same approach. You're only going to lead yourself into frustration. If you tell your dog to come to you and your dog don't come to you, I'm saying, don't say, come to me again. Come here. Don't raise your voice thinking that they're going to understand you better. I'm saying, if they didn't understand the phrase or the words or the sound, then making the sound louder is not going to make it sound better to them. So don't do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Every time, if something doesn't work, you have to come with a new approach. That is the key to good dog training. Sit. She didn't sit. Okay. Take the food, make her nose be high because the food is up high, and then take your hand and put it on her butt and push her butt to the ground. And when her butt makes contact, so you say sit. When her butt makes contact, you say yes. And then you give her the food. So yes is the marker of you did the right thing. The other thing you can get is the little clicker, the clicker. You get a clicker and you tell her to sit. When her butt makes contact with the floor, you mark it and say yes or click, click. When her butt makes contact with the floor, you say sit. Her butt makes contact with the floor, you mark it. Click, yes, click, yes, yes. Same time. That lets her know or him know that when she did that move correctly, it was marked. And then after you mark the word or the action with a yes or a clicker, then you have about a minute to give them their reward. It don't matter. I'm saying sit, yes. And then you reach in your pocket, you give them a reward because they understand the click was what marked the good action. And I will teach more of that later because that is kind of going overboard with training in this kind of scenario. But I'm just saying timing is important when you're training your dog because you want to let them know when they did it right as soon as possible. Now, if you're hand feeding, that's easier because when you give them the reward, sit. All right, good job. Roll over. And see, that's another thing. Once you get your dog to follow your hand, what I'm saying is when your dog is a puppy, this is when you start all this. You hand feeding them, and then you make them chase your hand. And then you just say, follow, chase your hand, follow. And then when they follow your hand, give them the food. That is what you do with a puppy. Those are puppy trainings. Follow, sit, food up, push their butt down, say yes. Those are, as soon as you bring a puppy home, you can start doing those things. Day one, 8 weeks old, you can start teaching the dog how to sit at 8 weeks old. You can teach a dog how to follow your hands at 8 weeks old. Those are the things you can train your dog as soon as you bring it home. Crate training, make playing with the food fun. Make feeding time fun. Your dog will love you more. Do I have any other questions before I get off here? Because I still need to eat myself, y'all. But I'm loving this. This is gonna make my live streams so much better because I am enjoying the interaction that I'm getting off of TikTok. So I appreciate y'all. YouTube, I'm sorry if y'all feel like I neglected y'all, but it's only one person watching, and that person is not me because I actually have my iPad closed, so I don't know who's watching on YouTube right now. TikTok show me who watching. YouTube does not. Hey, I appreciate it. I will be back on here tomorrow. I don't have to work a double shift tomorrow, and I don't go in the barbershop tomorrow. So I will probably try and be on here maybe more around 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow. Hey, make a list. That's fine. That's fine. Make a list. Be ready to ask those questions. I will answer everything. And this is helping me because this is helping me get those thoughts back to the front of my mind because I have not been in a puppy mode of thinking for 2 years now. I actually want to go get another dog just so I can get some content of showing people puppy work, but I can just find somebody who has a puppy and show videos of that. But the number one thing with a puppy, be patient. Don't let them pee in your house. If they pee in your house, they will always find that spot again and be able to pee in that area again. So that is why I'm saying crate train to start with. Take your dog outside, crate outside, bring it in. If you want to play with it for about 15 minutes, don't overdo it. In the beginning, keep your training sessions as short as possible. 15, 20 minutes of either playing or like training, and then put them back in the crate. They should spend the majority of their day in the crate. And puppies and dogs sleep more than most people think. Like my dog probably sleeps, I don't know, 10, 15 hours a day. She sleeps more than she does anything else. So you don't have to keep your dog energized at all times. Hey, if nobody has anything else for me, no other questions. Hey, I appreciate you as well. You hung in there with me for a long time tonight, and I definitely appreciate that. Yep. And you can prep as much as you can and just hit me up with any questions. I don't care. You have a great night as well. Like I said, hey, much respect, much love. Hey, this your boy. And we out. 2 platforms. I'm going off of YouTube first in live stream.